What's going on, guys? Welcome back to iNinja Semi-Blind.
You're not a ninja.
I am the ninja. So Jesse and I are going to continue. Jesse's here.
Game,
Stop!
This is the game where they're like, wow, you should get all these evil crystals. Why? It feels really good.
yeah, that's right. This is the meth game.
And I'm like, so you're just getting drugs? Is that what the message you're teaching kids? Is that these drugs that made you kill your master are what you're going for just because they're good?
Do you want to?
Pretty much. So I'm playing first.
Where are we even going?
I actually got a hot tip from a lovely YouTube viewer. I'm so sorry, man. I know I will edit in your name. I'm super sorry. I can't remember the YouTuber who left me this comment, but he said that, you remember there's this dude who gave us that challenge over here? He apparently has another challenge for us. Like, we talked to him twice. He has another challenge to us. What's up, brah?
You want to buy another test?
Yeah, he's right.
You want to buy some drugs?
You want to buy some rage stones?
You know the drill by now. Get
What?
the coinage.
Get the coinage!
Give me that paper.
I don't want to do the coinage levels anymore.
I can do this if you want.
Oh gosh, do I stop?
There's
this?
actually
I
like-
can't stop!
I actually really like these because this is like that Mario Galaxy stuff. People hate those in Mario Galaxy.
I'll probably do this pretty quick. I think.
I love those levels. Those are some of my favorite levels in Mario Galaxy.
I don't think there's anything really holding me back from just going here. Come on! Except the environment itself, right? I just know that, like, this game is all about optimal frames. Which is the name
that
of
was
our
not
last
optimal
episode.
right there.
No, it wasn't very optimal, you know? If I had, like, sped up a little bit, I could have done better. What if you screw up and miss a coin? Oh,
You failed, Trevor.
yeah, you actually do! Wow, do I just fail?
You didn't
know the
jump.
drill.
Shut up!
The coinage.
Jesse, do you realize
I
that
mean, you did this first try. It's probably not that hard.
I had 8 seconds at the end, too. And I didn't even get the... Ah! Damn it! Okay, so I have to really
There's
push
also
it.
2 time up icons that you can get.
Unfortunately, so what we're gonna be doing is I didn't want to go back and do all these side quests, but if we don't, we're gonna get locked out of story missions later. So I figure we can just kind of
Do the easy ones.
well, maybe not even the easy ones, but we can just clear out like the first 2 levels or the first 2 worlds of the game. And then once we've cleared out the first 2 worlds, we should be good for like at least a little while, as long as Sonic Unleashed rules don't apply. Wow, I thought I jumped it. Because stuff like that was so quick, right? That was so easy. Hey, you can hear him dropping deuces now.
Yeah.
Mission complete.
That's not what I needed to drop. Or
What?
Here, drop.
That's not what I needed to drop. A deuce? Yes.
That's what that smell was.
I mean, he's a ninja. He could probably sneak it away somehow. You heard him.
Sneaks the smell away.
He ninjas the smell could be. Smell be gone.
Does he put it in a canister to
Talk to
throw
him
it
again.
his enemies to like
Hey,
distract
there's
them?
nothing else to.
Hey, there's nothing else to... Yeah.
That shh is really.
It's really
weird.
jarring, yeah.
Yeah, it actually bothers me.
Okay, what is this? Let's just check if he has. I'm just checking to see if there's anything else we need to do.
You have got all the grades for this.
You've got all the... Shh!
Shut up! I don't want to hear you talk anymore.
I want like one eye to pop out when he does it, like King K. Rool, you know? Like, shh! Thank you, ghost spirit, who I killed.
Why does he have like a physical
Oh,
like
find the red
and
coinage
back
and heart
all the red
attack.
coinage in the mission to activate.
activate? Shh. By the way, I hate how he's a ghost, but he's a physical object. Because when he lands, the game goes.
Yeah, right? Like he actually like impacts. Okay, I'm just gonna do this one real quick. This is a red coinage level, so we don't have a timer or anything. So, I think the really only big problem ones are the ones that are like, you have to get here in a certain amount of time, but we don't have a timer, so, you know, we can just like quickly crack our way through this. Man, camera, work with me. I really thought there'd be a piece of red coinage there, you know? So anyway, Jesse and I were talking just recently. We were just like cracking wise and chatting, like, you know.
Cracking wise.
Just like being cool dudes as a whole. Now you know, that's how you know I'm lying, by the way. Come on, Lisa.
We're not cool dudes.
Come on, Lisa used to be cool. No, I wasn't. One of the maybe
Well,
the
I mean,
best
okay,
lines
listen,
of
that's
Simpsons.
funny
I just want to check if there's a coin in here. There is a coin in here. Okay.
I mean,
so that's
to be fair to Lisa, she was a little less not cool earlier.
true enough. You think there's a red coinage in one of these? I don't know.
If you want to try and kill
I
her.
don't know. You can't kill these things. You're just not supposed to get caught. I don't know if they insta-kill you or not, though. I guess we're gonna find out.
No, it just catches you.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just does a bit
And
of
it
damage.
does a tiny bit of damage.
Oh, good. I can heal myself in this game. I'm not super concerned. So anyway, so there is Jesse and I were talking before we started this thing, and I was telling him about. I showed him a
What are you
video. I want to make sure this thing isn't looking at me. But
Trevor, you're going above him
I want to break the computer.
for 1 coin.
I want to see if the coinage is in the computers.
Trevor, you're thinking too hard. I don't think you are.
Listen, Metal Arms taught me that washers are always in computer terminals if you break them. I want to get all the anyway. So I'm showing Jesse my favorite summon in an RPG, which is Judgment from Golden Sun. Specifically, the first Golden Sun game. I think it's the same in Lost Age, but like if you, it's just like the most baller summon of all
One
time.
underneath there, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's the most baller summon of all time. And to give you an idea of what Judgment is in this video game, it's essentially this angel, like, that looks an alarming amount like Omnimon. Ollie, could you show, like, a picture of what the angel looks like versus what Omnimon looks like, the Digimon? I would really appreciate that, because they are remarkably similar in design. So anyway, this angel, like, flies above the planet, and I had to show Jesse. He like opens a cannon from like orbit and like fires this little like ball down to the planet, and in like true Dragon Ball fashion, this ball goes off like a nuclear bomb and just starts scouring the earth with energy. And it like takes the beach, and then it takes the forest, and then it like shows the enemy you're fighting, and it's just like, this wall of death like encapsulates him, and it's awesome. Ollie, actually just throw out the whole image if you wouldn't mind, just cutting away to like the summon from Golden Sun. They in the DS version of Golden Sun, which was Golden Sun Dark Dawn, they like remade all the summons, but I was telling Jesse it doesn't have the same punch. Like, they take away a lot of the oomph. You can show the DS one too if you want. You don't have to. So, looking for coins. So I was asking Jesse what his favorite, like, summon was, but Jesse doesn't really...
I've never really played an RPG with a summon. I guess you summon Pokemon when you throw them out.
Go Charizard!
I mean, that's not wrong,
Mega
is
Flare! Charizard flies into the atmosphere and just...
I mean, kind of can do that.
I'm sure there is a move now in Pokemon that's
Flare
very similar
Blitz.
to that. Flare Blitz is like a charge, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like
It's got a similar name.
fair.
Yeah, like, I was like thinking, it's like, what RJRPGs have I really played? I'm like, Eternal Sonata.
There's no summons in that.
No, I was gonna say, like, even Luminous Arc 2, like, really, it's weird. I somehow, even Star Ocean, nothing.
Okay, my question to you though, like, can you think of like an RPG with like a really sweet move that a character does? Like, you've got to have like an RPG where like a character does something cool that you really like. Even in Eternal Sonata, you know how Jazz has that like shadow chain
The
move that
thing
looks
is
really
it's been
sweet?
so long, I wouldn't be able to remember.
You don't remember Jazz's
Like, the only thing
shadow
I can
chain?
think of, and this isn't even really a cool move, it just did a lot of damage, and I really liked it because it stun-locked enemies, was in Star Ocean 3 when you used Fists of Fury.
Damn it, I
He
could've
basically
made that.
just, like, punches the crap out of the enemy, like, really fast. It basically stun-locks them, it does a lot of damage.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's not cool.
If you're gonna
move
talk
on its
about
own.
doing a lot of damage, let's talk about going back to Eternal Sonata. Talk about what's her name, Viola, and her bow. If you give her Hell's Mustard.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
apparently in TV tropes, they said that apparently that's an example of one of those characters that's really good at the beginning of the game, but then becomes useless as the game goes on.
What?
And I'm just like, well, maybe you weren't playing her properly, because at the end of the
Damn
game,
it.
the best party composition is freaking Salsa,
Jazz,
and Viola.
and Viola,
You
yeah.
literally go up as Salsa going first because she's fast.
She
You
builds
literally-
combo meter.
She builds combo so fast that she can actually harmony chain herself.
She
in
can
the middle
harmony
of
chain
She
herself.
can literally harmony chain
Damn it.
once and then get her combo back up to where you kill someone, you start fighting someone as Jazz, and then you finish with like the big like max power harmony chain. And then you go to Viola, you run to the edge of the screen, and you pull out your bow, and you just deal like 500,000 damage to whatever's
Damn
left
it, though.
alive.
She is so strong.
So, I don't
can't
know
figure
if
out how to
they-
get this. I almost did it once, but I think I might be overthinking
Can't you just, like-
it. Let me just try this. Yeah, it worked. Okay. Yeah, like, that game is nuts. So if you guys haven't played Eternal Sonata, I highly recommend it. Like, I really do highly recommend it. It's so much fun, and it is like no other RPG I played at the time.
No, like the battle
It's
system is it's like
nuts.
an action RPG turn-based, if that makes any sense.
It's nuts.
But it's the combo system is so fun.
It's
It's not even that hard to do. Like, you might be thinking, what if I can't get to grips on it? Dude, you literally just press square, triangle, If you really.
The thing is with the game, and you got to give them credit for this too.
Shuriken Ray
Oh, I got a new
is fully
move.
Loaded and thirsty for blood. Try it now and mow down some ranks. Ride the green juice.
I think this
All
game
right,
is
then.
about drug addiction. You guys, let's try it.
Ninja Shuriken!
It's Beyblade. Let her rip, Trevor.
Let her rip. Wow, that lasted a while. That was effective. I'll give him that much. So, it's an action RPG that has a musical theme.
It's turn-based though. It's
But
weird.
it's turn-based RPG. It's very strange, and I know, like, guys, this isn't like the most satisfying thing to hear, but you really got to check it out because the story is heartfelt and very odd.
Dude, that ending scene, I didn't get it, but then when I looked it up,
When you read it,
when I read it, I was like, "Are you kidding me? That's amazing!"
Yeah, it's so filled with heart and beauty. I see it. It's amazing. That game is amazing. You know, and it doesn't need a sequel. It doesn't spawn a whole bunch. It's just a PS3
I mean,
RPG.
I don't think it could have a sequel.
No, it couldn't have a sequel. Revenge of Frederick. Frederick Strikes Back.
The Ghostbusters come. I feel like that's kind of spoilerific, but I mean, not really. You learn that at the beginning of the game.
You know, okay, the game is, I'll just explain. Essentially, okay, so like, there's this
The game
character.
world takes place in Frederick's dream. Because
Yeah,
he's,
hold on,
he's
hold
laying
on.
in bed dying.
Essentially, yeah. So Frederick is a terminally ill musician, specifically, and he's in like a coma. He's going to die though, like he's dying of some terminal disease. And the game takes place in Frederick's mind, like in his coma. He's experiencing this big world that exists.
Which is why everything's musical themed, and all the characters
Exactly.
are named after like song and dance stuff.
Exactly, song and dance routines and things. It's amazing. It's so good. I love that stuff. Now we got kind of far off of like cool moves, but yeah, like RPGs, like some RPGs just have like amazing super moves that you just have to see for yourself. And I really
Can I talk about like Pokemon moves?
Go for it,
Well,
man.
here's
Yeah,
the,
that's
this is
an
gonna
RPG.
sound
Go
stupid,
nuts.
but the animations in Red and Blue are hilarious to me because how they make them stronger
Oh shoot.
is so funny because they don't actually change any of the animations. They just change the sound effects and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
speed. Like in Pokemon, because like I've always hated Bubble Beam in the later games because it
Yeah.
looks weak, right? In Red and Blue, Bubble's just like this thing where it goes, and you see this like bubble,
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah,
right?
like a-
But then Bubble Beam is like. They do the same animation, but each frame of the bubble goes bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, oh man, Bubble Beam must hurt
Bubble
so
Beam
much.
owns, yeah.
Or even like Thunder, right? Where Thunderbolt's kind of just like a black circle, and it's
Yeah.
like, da-da-da-da-da, right? And then Thunderbolt's kind of like this, like, but Thunder's like, they have this, the screen turns black,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
game's just like, right? Like, it's reusing the animation, but it just essentially like makes it look stronger
Yeah,
just
totally.
by sound effects and like slowing it down.
Isn't that
right?
good game design?
Yeah,
though?
it is, though,
Like, look
right?
at, okay, I showed Jesse every Bahamut summon in
Yeah.
Final Fantasy because I love Bahamut. Bahamut's the coolest in Final Fantasy. And, like, some of the Bahamuts are really weak, right? Like, it's just like a beam that explodes and the guy takes damage.
Yeah.
Whereas some of them are, like, ecliptic explosions, you know, where, like, a dragon drops a laser beam from space that, like, annihilates
You almost
the
died there.
arena. And you're like, this is cool, bro. I hope the last coin
This is a
somewhere
very
here.
long level.
No, it's because I'm looking for the coins.
I know,
it's not
but-
that long, but I haven't found the last coin, and that's like the end of the stage.
Maybe it's in the final area.
I
You take
really, really hope it is, because otherwise I think I screwed up, because I don't see the last coin. Is the problem with Find the Red Coinage? They give you literally the bare amount. That was not optimal frames. They give you the bare
Well,
amount
that's why
of
it
coins.
works in like Mario because it's essentially just like there are 8 coins in the map.
Yeah.
Just explore the map and find them, right?
Precisely.
They
At
don't.
least-
This is kind of a linear like thing. So if you
Yeah.
miss one, it's like, well, you can't get it now.
Yeah, restart the whole stage.
Yeah.
If I screw that up and we have to restart the whole stage, we're gonna do something else. And I mean, that's that we're gonna
this
just
is
like,
actually because this is already like I'm sure you've already forgotten where all the other coins are.
Oh, there, I can see it.
Oh,
We
okay.
got it.
So you had to get it now. Trevor, go optimal.
Damn it, Jesse! Go optimal.
That's go Optimus Prime.
For some reason,
sorry.
whenever we die on these things and they like respawn us with that like thing, I just immediately think of like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure like sound with the purple like.
You know, this is kind of funny, but I kind of laughing because you're like listening to me whenever we're playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and you're like, you know nothing about the comics or these, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, Jesse's
I'm like a complete normie with this kind of stuff, man.
Okay, so we're playing Ultimate Alliance 3 right now. Again, RPGs. Hey, you know what? Technical super moves. Spider-Man jumping in the air and being like, wait, like it's spinning in circles. Or our favorite move combination, the Venom Spider-Man 1-2 dunk, where you spin your web ball, slam it into the ground.
Doesn't help that everybody else combos into the same move.
Yeah, right? What? No, when you spin your web ball, slam it into the ground, and then I just go like, blah. So anyway,
Like that sound effect.
yes, exactly. Except you're shooting webs. So we're playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and Jesse goes like, "No, I score!"
My
What?
God, you have to take a long
What?
time to get to blue.
Dude.
You gotta
Sick.
Sword was forged in heaven and was carried by the commander of the angel armies.
I mean, isn't that better than any other sword you could think of?
Yeah, I don't imagine we're gonna do better than the Forged in Heaven.
Commanded by the leader of the angels?
I don't imagine we're doing
Where do you even
much
go
better.
from there? God's sword itself?
The sword that created all swords. Wow, I didn't know we were that close to getting a new sword because it felt like we just got a new sword. That's sweet.
Yeah, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance just...
Okay, hold on. Let me finish that story. I'm sorry,
go
I keep getting
ahead.
distracted. So, like, we're playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and I'm a huge Marvel fan. You guys know that. I could talk about Marvel for literally days, and maybe we'll have a Marvel conversation tonight. I don't know. The point is, while playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Jesse's like, I'm like asking Jesse.
Hunt the enemies.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, essentially, Jesse and I are talking about Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I say, okay, so Jesse, there's a whole bunch of these characters, right? Like, there's tons of characters in this game, and you gotta pick, like, which character you want to play in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. And he goes, oh, like, well, I don't know any of these characters. I'm like, it's fine, Jesse.
Well,
Like,
I
it's
already
okay.
decided Spider-Man.
Well-
I was like, well, he has to be in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game, so I'll play
I
Spider-Man.
preferred Batman, but I mean...
Well, that was the thing. He turns to me
No,
and he
I
goes,
mean, I know Batman's not in the game. I'm being dumb. I'm just saying that I wish I could play Batman.
and I was like, Jesse, you can't play Batman.
Yeah.
You're like, it's like the Flash in there, and I said, what? You had one more, and I remember I like stared at you and was like,
No, I'm
excuse
being
me?
dumb. Like, I'm like a normie, but I'm not that much of a normie.
Oh man. I have to explain. The funny thing is, I'm not one of these people who I don't exclusively subscribe to. Damn it!
What are you doing? Just
I'm
double
try-
jump.
I know. He clips the corner and it cancels my double
yeah,
jump.
I thought you were just trying to get up there with a single jump, and I'm like, Trevor,
No.
stop trying to be cool.
I'm not trying to be cool. The guy's like, no, not that one, not that one. So, I don't exclusively subscribe because a lot of people are like DC or bust. Marvel sucks, or they're like Marvel
Well, my
only.
two favorite heroes are literally both the opposite, Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah,
so-
and then we end up with like the Image comic nerds who are like Image comics or nothing because it's edgy and it's dark and adult, whereas the Marvel and DC aren't. Well, DC's gonna. Anyway, the point is, they find
To count
excuses
Kick-Ass,
to.
I like that one.
Did you read Kick-Ass?
No, I just like the movie.
I was gonna. Say,
I know, I didn't.
I was gonna be like, did you read?
No, I
Kick-Ass?
could. I don't know if I ever wanted to, though.
Okay, so guys, just a heads up. If you guys ever watched the movie Kick-Ass, the first Kick-Ass movie is kind
I
of
like
dark.
the second one, too.
The second one's kind
The
of.
second one's not as good,
It's
obviously.
kid friendly. That's the way I see it.
It's kid-friendly. Are you serious?
I am serious. And anyone who's actually in the comments, I don't know if anyone's ever.
I mean, I'm saying, like, I don't think it's meant to be kid-serious, Trevor. The movie's still rated R.
it's rated R, but anyway.
I mean, I guess you could argue Call of Duty is catered toward children, too, but...
Okay, here's the funny thing. Anyone who's in the watching this video and has read comics or Kick-Ass, specifically Kick-Ass, let me clarify. Anyone who's read Kick-Ass knows exactly what I'm kind of hinting at. Kick-Ass is like really mature, right? It deals with a lot of like very mature subject matter, like things
Well,
like.
dude, like you said, do you remember that scene when he was just in, like, the warehouse, just, like, killing dude with the shotgun and, like, throwing the grenades into the room and stuff like
Violence
that?
is one thing, but like
Not even
Kick-Ass
just
also
that, but
deals
that
with
was like, holy crap, you know?
No, violence is something, but Kick-Ass deals with a lot of like stuff like sex and like sexual violence, which is something that like they don't really touch on a lot. And I know there's gonna be someone in the comments who's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Because there's sexual violence in Kick-Ass too. Well, yes, but also no. Insert pirate. Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm not.
Every game had a Half-Life at this point.
Every game had.
Even Jack and Daxter.
No, let's even talk about every
Metroid
game.
Prime.
Every game had to have grinding. Every 3D platformer had grinding at this point. I don't know what the
Except for
deal
Mario,
was.
really.
I feel like Mario was one step away from it. I feel like Mario.
I don't
was...
think Shadow ever had grinding.
Oh, it didn't. I'm not arguing that it did. I'm saying that I feel like we weren't too far from Mario being like, you know what? Let's grind. Let's do that thing. Because everyone else is doing it. So anyway, I can talk about comics all day. And the one thing that I hate about comics, but specifically what I hate about comics, is the people who read comics. Because it's just like video games and anime, anything nerdy. There's too many nerds that gatekeep comic books. For instance, people are like, oh, if you haven't read Kingdom Come, you don't know comics, right? Or people are like, oh, you like Infinity War, but you haven't even read the real Infinity War book, where Thanos is really trying to get balls deep in the Grim Reaper. That's not actually true, but it's kind of true.
Again, that's why whenever the new movies were doing that, because Trevor told me about this like years ago, before we even got anywhere close to this. And they're like, we're putting Thanos in the next movie. And I'm like, I wonder how they're going to do the whole wants to bone death.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
and then they just took that plot point away.
They just removed it from the plot. They were like, you know what?
That's probably getting too weird for
He's just kind of an intergalactic warlord kind of character. Like, let's just do that. Let's not do him being really into death. So anyway, the problem is like, yeah, gatekeeping. And guys, I got to clarify, if you do this, please don't. Because the beautiful thing is we live in a world right now where everyone can enjoy comic books. By the way, I just need to stop. I remember immediately why this is hard. You know why? Because we have to do it in perfect time or we'll run out of time, but you have to hit the ranks and get a strike on every single one to have enough guys to complete the level. Do you follow me? So watch. I already screwed up. It counted.
You might be able to do that on the way back.
You can't go back. It's downhill.
That's a strike.
So that's a strike.
You have to do one more and you just win.
A strike is 5, not 10, I think.
Yeah, it's only 5. There's only 5 of them there.
Yeah. So essentially, I have to get this. Good. So there's going to be one more set of guys. If you screw this up, you have to restart the whole stage from the beginning. Got it. Okay, we got it. Now
honestly, I think they're pretty lenient on that.
They are lenient on it, but the point is, if you screw up here, you have to restart the stage. But I'm also on the clock, and you know how this game handles clocks, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'll be so mad. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh.
You're lucky you got a cutscene because you were gonna miss that ramp.
Yeah, no joke. So anyway, yeah, don't gatekeep. We live in a beautiful time where anybody and everyone can enjoy comic books and comic book movies together. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen or read the actual comic. I think I've told Jesse this 150 times. If you turn around, Jesse, do you see that giant book on my shelf?
Yeah.
Like the leather-bound one?
Yeah.
That's Sandman. Neil Gaiman's Sandman is renowned as being one of the best written comic books in existence, all right? It's really good. Am I going to tell you need to read it?
You're not a real comic fan.
F no, because you know why? Sandman is really hard to digest. Did you see that?
Yeah, was that a glitch?
Yeah, I think that was like a real bad screen tear. I'm not
Like,
certain.
I think the game like de-rendered around you for a second. I think the game didn't fully load. It might have been it.
Yeah, I have to redo the same stage again because we unlocked another challenge.
No.
I know. I don't like it either. It's gonna be a race one probably. Gosh, it's gonna be a whole...
If I can see it, that's like, wow, we got the sirens in the background. That's nice.
How much time do I have in this episode? Oh yeah, I'll do this and then we'll end it. This is gonna suck because it's a time one. So it's gonna be like, you know, really, really, really touchy with this.
Oh, but at least you can just skip everything.
I have to skip everything. I don't think we have enough time to not skip everything.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying at least it's not like
So
stop and look for stuff.
So anyway, the Sandman is a really good comic. It's really good to read. But the thing is, it's ugly. And this is the thing. Sandman's art is terrible. It's an ugly comic. And when we're done this episode, I'm gonna like open it up for you and just show you some art. And you're gonna be like, this book looks terrible. Like it does, dude. It looks.
I'm trying to picture it, but I'm like, it can't be that bad.
It looks atrocious. And the thing is, like, people will be like, you know, you gotta read Sandman. Sandman's quintessential. Sandman's really good and it's really interesting. But I don't recommend people read it because it's too hard. But you know what? If a Sandman movie comes out, which, who knows, maybe, right? Maybe it will in the future. I'm not gonna tell people go read Sandman. If that movie is good, because sometimes they are, right? Like sometimes you watch you watch the new Marvel movie or Civil War.
Did we have this? Yeah, we did a discussion about Civil War. It's good,
Yeah.
but you haven't pointed out that the plot of Civil War is kind of
War,
dumb
it's stupid.
because it doesn't make it. It's like you like killed all these people. It's like, well, if I didn't, they would have killed way more.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Civil War in the comic book is very different from the movie. And I actually recommend if you want to have a fun time, why don't you read up on what happens in the comic? Because it's a bit more believable in the comic. In the movie, it's just like Captain America and Iron Man are having a little debate about, oh, you gotta be shitting me. I hope that doesn't screw my time. Like, I totally missed the hook shot. Oh, I almost did it twice. How much time I got? A minute? How long do you think it took me to get through that eyeball part?
Well, you were going slow because you wanted to get the strike.
Shit, you know what? I think I have to go up there. Oh, this is probably bad. I think I just blew it. I think I just pooched the time. Because what I should have done is this, right? I think I pooched the time. We'll see, we'll see. It's gonna be a photo finish. If I do pull it off, right? Less than a minute? How much time did I have?
I don't know.
This is gonna be a real
You don't have to get
clock
strikes,
stopper.
so just go for like the tight corners.
I can't
guess.
see where I'm going. Okay, here we go. Civil War, the actual comic book for Civil War is very different from like the comic books, right? Comic books, I already explained the plot of Civil War to Jesse, but it's essentially the plot of Civil War is just like superpowered people actually there's a kerfuffle, something happens, and like the government says that like, a lot of innocent people die, and the government's like, okay, listen, you guys have superpowers, but you got to be kept under wraps because like people are getting hurt, people are dying, and we can't have that as the U.S. government. You know, people running without checks and balances. So they say like, if you have superpowers, all superheroes, supervillains, everybody, I'm not gonna make it. All because I screwed up that one thing in that level. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll just restart it. I can do this. I definitely can
It's
do
only
this.
like 2 minutes, so.
Yeah. Can you just stop making me watch my failure? Wow, they kicked me out? Oh, no, they don't. Okay. So something happens, and in this comic book, superheroes are in a position now where their government is saying, if you have superpowers, we want to be able to, like, keep an eye on you, okay? So, for instance, Peter Parker is a superhero, right? He's Spider-Man, but you have to register with the government and say, my name is Peter Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider.
So I'm strong.
I'm
Listen
super
up.
strong. Listen up. I've got radioactive blood. I can swing on a thread. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, real talk. He'd have to tell them like, this is my superpower. This is like, damn it, you're wasting my time. Yeah, I have super strength. I can swing. You know, I've got spider sense. You know, and this is what hurts me. Essentially, you have to give up all of your things. And he says you have to put that into the government. And essentially, some superheroes are like Captain America is like, that's super not constitutional, you know? You have the right to privacy. And they're like, no, it goes both ways. Because if like supervillains, okay? If supervillains, holy crap, please don't.
Villains aren't gonna register though.
No, if they get caught though. Supervillains are caught all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So like, let's say Venom, for instance, gets caught. They take the symbiote off of him and they're like, okay, this is Eddie Brock. He's Venom. His superpowers include XYZ. His weaknesses are fire and sound. We know exactly how he ticks, how he functions, how he hurts. So it's supposed to go both ways,
The only
right?
problem with this is that someone can gain access to.
That's
them
what
and use it.
happens. All right?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what happens. So essentially, what Civil War is about is Iron Man is like, this is gonna work, and Cap's like, it is not. And of course, things don't go as planned. Okay. If you want a really dummied down version of Civil War, go play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. That's what the plot is. And they do this really cool gameplay thing where, depending on what side, because you get to pick between pro-registration and anti-registration, and whoever you pick, you get characters, pro and anti-characters on your team, right? So if you go anti-registration, you get like Captain America and everyone who agrees with that. It's kind of neat. Point is, you don't have to go read Civil War. You don't need to. But please don't puppy guard it. I want everybody to go out there and read comics and have fun. I want everyone to go to Comic Expo and go shopping and buy stupid shit that they love. I want them to go out and buy the Hufflepuff, you know, bath set because...
I don't.
Shut up, Jesse.
Don't buy Hufflepuff. Just kidding.
The point is, yeah, I want everyone to go and enjoy their fandom, but I also want other people to be like, I can access this.
You know, it's a weird thing, because I would have put out the Hufflepuff thing where everyone's like, man, imagine having to be in Hufflepuff. That'd be the worst. And I'm like, I get the joke, because in the first book, they literally just like, but it's like a one-off comment where they're like, oh yeah, Hufflepuff. They're
Come on, baby, come on, come on, come on.
They're full of the stupid people.
Is that true?
Right? Well, I don't think, they kind of make one-off comment about that, but they never bring it up again throughout like pretty much the entire like book series. So that's why everyone makes the Hufflepuff jokes, and I'm like, man, you guys are getting a lot of mileage over like a single line, throwaway line.
Like a single comment. Maybe the guy is just really anti-Hufflepuff. You don't know.
Mission complete.
Okay, guys, that's it for the episode. Gosh, it feels like we did nothing, but we got our blue belt, so that's something, right?
grinding in this.
I just want to
platformer.
get it out of the way because I don't remember.
Blue belt.
I would like us to actually just get enough belts. I would like to know exactly the belt we need. I think purple is probably final boss. I'm thinking. I think purple is
Well,
the
black
second
would probably
last
the
one.
last one, right?
Black would be
It's
the
supposed
last
to be the
one.
best belt, right?
So I'm thinking the second last one is good enough. I think. I might be wrong about that. So we might as well just get as many of these things out of the way.
This is how they pad out this game, by the way. They're like, let's make like 3 worlds with like 5 levels each.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little short? Make them play each level like 7 times.
3 times each. Every level has to be played 3 times, and just pad it out with like find the red coinage and stuff like that, you know? It's fine. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go into the next world and clear out a few of these extra objectives, and we'll see you in the next part. All right, take it easy, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.